Hello once again, Niner Faithful, and welcome back to another episode of 49ers Playbook on the channel that's trying to answer the whys and hows of the game. This past Monday night, the 49ers were able to get a win over the visiting Carolina Panthers on Monday Night Football and improve to 8-4 on the season. The win has largely been overshadowed by the 3 interceptions by Brock Purdy and has led to a lot of discussions about Brock and what it means going forward. In the end, though, the 49ers are 8-4, have 2 very winnable games coming up with a bye week included, and could very well be 10-4 heading into the final stretch of the year. We'll jump to the film and see what led to the 49ers win and those pesky Brock Purdy interceptions. You're watching Johnny Dell's Football Academy. There's been a lot of talk about Brock Purdy forcing throws down the field when there's options underneath, and we'll talk about it because that's not the case on 2 of these picks. We're trying to run a staple play we've run for a long time. We'll go hard play action, have Sky Moore on a far pylon route to clear it out, and Jennings on a deep in, or what Kyle calls a Dover route. The Panthers are in cover 3 zone, and out of the run fake you can see the underneath coverage is completely sucked up by the run action, and Sky Moore has occupied the deep middle safety, which is where Brock is reading. First, this is the right read, but not the best placed ball. Brock has to lead this ball out a little bit more. Second, though, 49ers quarterbacks have thrown 7 interceptions this season, 3 by Brock and 4 by Mac, when targeting Jauan Jennings. No matter what way you slice it, Jennings hasn't done a good enough job protecting his quarterbacks from turnover-worthy plays. Jennings needs to make this throw less of a tight window throw. Both can be true. Brock needs to make a better throw, and Jennings has to give him a bigger margin for error. Next, we're going to send Pearsall in motion, and with no one traveling, reveal zone coverage. We're going to be running a Mills concept, which is a basic route, paired with a field post. Brock does a good job of stepping up in the pocket, and with the Panthers in cover 3 zone, you can see the deep middle safety attack the basic route and vacate the middle of the field. This is what triggers the throw. Brock gets indecisive and makes a poor throw. If he's going to run, run. He's got tons of space. If he's going to make this throw, set your feet and make the throw. There's no pressure. Then with the third pick, the Panthers are in cover 6, and we're going to run a dagger concept off play action, which is something that if you've watched the channel, you'll be familiar with. It's a hard run action fake with a deep through route paired with a deep in or Dover. The deep through grabs the near corner to clear it out, with CMC getting the attention of 3 underneath defenders. But this is one I don't fault Brock at all here, because they had JC Horn as a backup quarters defender on an alert that if we ran a clearing route, he was going to attack the middle of the field, and he picks off Brock. If we back the timeline up a bit though, on the first drive, Brock did make a couple nice plays to convert third downs to get us down the field for the score. Here, the Panthers are running a split field coverage. They'll have a matching quarters to the 3 receiver side and play man coverage with a middle help defender to the 2 receiver side. We have a lion concept or double slant to that side, and Brock does a nice job of working the inside slant as number 1, sees the help defender, and hits Ricky on the outside slant for the first down. We then get the run game going with our staple wide zone. This is really nice to see Dominic Pooney looking like we're used to. He does a great job of working the combo with McKivitz and then swinging his hips and sealing his man off. Also, great job by McKivitz and Brendel to get up to the second level and make some real nice blocks. We then get a touchdown to Jauan Jennings, and this once again shows how much attention McCaffrey gets. The Panthers are in cover 4, and we're just running a slant flat with Jennings and McCaffrey. You can see McCaffrey draws the defensive end out to disrupt him on his timing, and the hook player flies out on him, opening up a void where Purdy is reading the hook player and hits Jennings on the slant, who then withstands the contact and gets in for the score. On defense, it was also really nice to see Upton Stout continue to grow. We're running our cover 4, which has really turned into our base defense for the last couple years of Saleh and then D'Amico Ryans and then back to Saleh. This is really nice work by Stout as the hook player. One thing he has to do is help protect the safeties behind him from in-breaking routes. So the safeties don't have to try and play a hard two-way go. They can shade a little bit inside and then attack outside routes. So that means when he gets a vertical, like he does here, he needs to squeeze the seam and carry the vertical, but then be alert to hand it off and react to rally and tackle to any throws underneath to his side. Here he does a great job of this and then makes a good tackle for a short gain. On defense, after the first Brock Purdy interception, we get back-to-back great plays by our safeties. Here, the Panthers get Bryce Young on the move, and with Brown and Lenore having to account for their receivers, Young has a path to the end zone, but Mustafa comes up and makes a nice tackle in space to keep Bryce out of the end zone. Then they get Young out on the move again, and this time he's going to try and throw it, and it's nice work by Brown to read Young the whole way and pick off the pass in the end zone. Back on defense again, you're going to see another great play by his safety. Brown and Mustafa had their best games by a wide margin. Here, the Panthers are running an RPO, or run pass option. The read is on Curtis Robinson. If he attacks run, they throw the screen pass. If he stays on the screen pass, they hand it off. Here, Robinson attacks the run and they'll throw the screen. This is A+ reaction to see it and go make the tackle. Then we get another great play from the safeties. Now, the Panthers will say their guy blew a block. What's actually happening here, this is a drop back pass. It's not a true swing pass or screen, so the lead blocker here can't block or else he'll get offensive pass interference until the ball is caught. So he's waiting on a call from the running back who will give a now or some other word to alert his man that he can go block. Otherwise, his guy has to run a route. But I think the running back wasn't expecting Mustafa there so suddenly and didn't alert his guy, and it was a tackle for a loss. I want to take a quick break and thank all of our members at JFA49.com for your support this season. As many of you know, the way the NFL has gone about trying to prevent inappropriate use of their footage has created some collateral damages for videos just like this. It's becoming nearly impossible to monetize. Your direct support makes videos like this possible. If you like the content and the channel, please consider becoming a member of our coaching staff at JFA49.com with tiers from $5 a month to $15 a month. Thank you so much to those who've come on board and for your consideration. Now, let's get back to the film. But back on offense, even with the 3 interceptions, I'll show you why I still believe in Brock Purdy. He's thrown 3 picks in the game, but the 49ers have a chance to go get points before the half, and he was still slinging it. Here, we're running a sail concept, which is a clearing route, a sail route, or a corner route, paired with a flat route. Carolina shows 2-zone pre-snap and will stay in it. So Brock is reading this out, sees the deep safety take the clearing route, and knows he'll have Kittle in the intermediate if he holds him up before the cloud defender, but Brock has to hold the hook player. From the end zone, you can really see this. Just like last week on the same throw, Brock has A++ eye manipulation. He keeps his helmet stripe right down the middle of the field, even into his windup. You'll see both underneath defenders attack inside, and he holds Kittle up right in the zone, and it's a big gain that ends up netting 3 points for the team. Back on defense again, it's nice to see the secondary playing well and growing. It's 3rd down and we're man coverage, and pre-snap Stout is going to back out a little. He's changing the level so he and Green can't get picked on a rub play. But he does a great job of reading the receiver through to the quarterback to jump the slant route, which takes away Young's first read, and then Green played Ted McMillan perfectly to break up the outside slant. Great job by the secondary. Then out of the half we get a nice 3rd down conversion. Here we're going with the Tony concept, something that you'll be familiar with if you've watched the channel, which is a protection release fade paired with a Tony route. At the snap, you can see the Panthers are coming with a sim pressure or simulated pressure, where it looks like a blitz by bringing a second level defender, but dropping out a lineman so it's still a 7-man coverage. This time, a matching quarters, and Brock sees it, reads the quarters drop, and hits Kittle for the 1st down. Then, after Carolina lost their 2nd corner in the game, this shows the difference in Kyle Shanahan and his peers. Most offensive coaches will start throwing fade routes or 1v1 matchups on backup corners, not Shanahan. More often than not, he's going to test if that guy is going to tackle. So we're going to come with a crack toss with Juice leading up on the corner. He wants to see, will the corner come up hard in run support? and he doesn't. We also get great second level blocks by Williams and Brendel, and McCaffrey gets in for the touchdown. Then back on offense again, seeing if their backup corners can tackle. We're coming with an inside zone, and something I've talked about a number of times this season was poor run blocking from the wide receivers. Here, Ricky is going to get a great block on the second level, and we do this to force other teams' corners to have to be physical in run support. McCaffrey forces a missed tackle, and we get an explosive run. The drive stalls though when we get a miscue in the run game. I will shout out Bam Martin-Scott, linebacker for the Panthers, who my co-host on the JFA podcast, Adam Marino, did coach in high school basketball. But Luke Farrell is supposed to pick up Scott here. If he does, this is a huge run by McCaffrey, but he just loses track of who he's supposed to have, and it's a tackle for loss. Finally, we pretty much seal the game with the second pick by Jair Brown. The Panthers are trying to hit McMillan on a basic route. First, good job by Renardo Green on a subtle hold on Tet to disrupt the timing. Second, great job by Brown to read the play and attack it. Third, it all comes about because we got pressure, the oh so elusive term for us. We get a great execution on a stunt. Robinson and Jordan Elliott will slant to the offense's left, drawing the center through tackle. Kalia Davis and Keon White will attack the outside shoulders of the right guard and right tackle, and it opens up a lane for Bryce Huff right up the gut to get pressure on Young and force the throw. In all, it wasn't the prettiest win, but a win's a win. The 49ers already, with 5 games left to play, have surpassed their win total for last season by 2 games. The team has to take care of business against a good defensive team in Cleveland this week and get into the bye on a 3-game win streak to set themselves up down the stretch to play their best football, while also being the healthiest they've been all season. Hope you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the notifications button to be alerted to when a video goes live. If you'd like to support the channel in any way, I'll have links for that below. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, go Niners.